December 29, 2001, Louisville head coach Rick Pitino returns to his former employer Kentucky for the first time, leaves with a loss. November 3, 2007, Alabama head coach Nick Saban returns to LSU, where he won a national title and loses 41-34. And then there was April 5th, 2008, the Final Four. It's Kansas versus former Kansas coach Roy Williams and the Tar Heels. Again, the former coach lost as the Jayhawks won and advanced to the national championship. This Saturday, Bruce Pearl will return to Knoxville to face his former team, the Tennessee Volunteers. To discuss the buzz in Knoxville, we welcome in the voice of the Volunteers, our insider Bob Kesling. And Bob, you know this fan base very well. What kind of reception do you expect Bruce Pearl to receive when he arrives back at his old stomping grounds?
Well, I think it's going to be a mixed bag. There'll be a bunch of them give him a standing ovation for what he did here at Tennessee. There'll be a bunch still upset with how he left the Tennessee program. And some other ones will be out there just glad to see him again. But I think once they tip it up, I think everybody's going to be out there rooting against Bruce Pearl because they want Tennessee to win this basketball game. But, I think everybody knows that Bruce really contributed a lot to this program. But now he's not the coach here anymore. He's the Auburn coach. And I think Tennessee fans, at the very end of the day, will want to beat Bruce Pearl tomorrow.
Well, slight deja vu there as current coach Donnie Tyndall is cooperating with the NCAA as they continue to investigate possible violations that could have occurred while Tyndall was at Southern Miss. What's the latest you're hearing from both Coach Tyndall and Tennessee?
Well, Coach Tyndall's very confident that everything will turn out all right for him and he'll still be the Tennessee coach. Tennessee officials tell me that when they went to hire Coach Tyndall, they got a clean bill of health from the NCAA, and all these allegations now are new to them. So, again, they're still waiting for the letter of allegations from the NCAA as if what Coach Tyndall did when he was at Southern Miss, and then they'll take it from there. But Coach Tyndall is very upbeat about the situation and thinks he's going to be able to be the Tennessee coach for a long time.
What has been the reaction to Coach Tyndall from the fan base, Bob? How have they reacted to the most recent news as well?
Well, I think they were a little bit shocked last year after Conzo Martin took Tennessee to the Sweet 16 and then suddenly goes to California. And then they bring in this coach from Southern Miss. Nobody really knows who he is. Doesn't look like a head basketball coach, physically and all those type things. But I think since he became the coach here, I think they've learned he's a very good basketball coach. He's really taken a roster that there weren't really many good players and hardly anybody returning from last year's Sweet 16 team, and they've overachieved this year. So I think Tennessee fans have bought in. They know Donnie Tyndall's a good basketball coach. Now they just want to see him weather the storm of the NCAA. And again, I think they don't want any more change here at Tennessee. They want Tyndall to survive this and be the coach for a long time.
Let's go back to the game at hand here, Bob. Volunteers, Tigers. Is there a mismatch on Auburn's roster that Tennessee needs to have a plan for on Saturday?
Well, Simeon Bowers is a beast down low, and Tennessee does not have an inside game at all. If Bowers can get the ball inside and wreak havoc like he's done against a bunch of teams, that'll be a problem for Tennessee. But Donnie Tyndall's zone makes it very, very tough for big guys to be effective. Bobby Portis, for example, at Arkansas, who's leading scorer in the SEC. He's really struggled in the two games they have played against the Razorback. Now, he got his points, but a lot of those on free throws and on putbacks. But he really wasn't a dominant force in those two games. And Tennessee's going to have to keep Bowers off the boards. But Bowers is going to have a hard time getting the ball where he wants to against this Tennessee zone.
Yeah, you mentioned keeping him off the boards. Bowers leads the SEC in rebounds per game. Bob Kesling, thanks so much for the insight. Enjoy the game.
Thanks a lot.
And for more surrounding college hoops, be sure to keep it locked right here on CampusInsiders.com as Digger Phelps highlights this weekend's biggest games. Stay here. We'll see you next time.